I will send thee a kiss that is part of thee. I wonder if God says that to us. There is that song, I have been kissed by a rose. The thing about a kiss is that it is a dimensional interface. The terminology may be a bit dramatic, but in real life we are kissed by things, by dynamics, by people, by God. The thing that kisses us, once it enters us, changes us. Kisses can change things. Artists, for instance, are kissed by beauty. Beauty touched their mind in a deep way and transmuted them. We can also be kissed by despair or anger when we let their lips touch us. It will transmute us. In my mind, I have been kissed by the thoughts of others. I can't keep them out of my head. Oh, let me be kissed by a stillness that is free from the minds of others. The rose that ought to kiss me as a child was trampled, yet the swan on the blue lake remains for my mind. In my mind this morning, with my eyes closed, I had an impression. I was in some heavenly library, many books seemingly everywhere. The steward of the place was before me, an angel perhaps. He appeared like a young man who endured some world war. Even his clothes had the rough aspect of suffering and poverty. He said his name is Why, as in the question, why? But this why is the deep why found in the hearts of those who must have endured World War II or something similar, trying to make sense of things, asking the deep why. A why that touches the deep, and the deep is a wonderful place because answers are there and power and God. And the deep may help against the sleeping spells of the devil. There are sleeping spells of the devil at every juncture of our walk and growth. Our first firm comfort in ordinary life always contains a sleeping spell. It is a sleeping spell because we stop there at that platform of contentment, and the mind of the brain wraps us around with a paradigm of perceived reality and self. When we believe the opinion of another person of ourselves, our own doubts are tricked by the emphatic certainty of the other, and their sharp spear into our hearts, and we assume it, and become, and remain. It is a sleeping spell. Certainty itself, or being right about life, is a dynamic in the mind which lives next door to the sleeping spell of the devil. Our pathological need and assurance for the certainty about being right must have closed more doors to more destinies than anything else. Now being right is good, especially being right about the truth of life, but I am talking about the pathology of being right. It is a sleeping spell. Everyone thinks they are right about their view of life, politics, their religion, their philosophy, their discovery. Even the Jehovah's Witnesses who come to my door relentlessly every week are bound in the prison of the assurance of them being right, even as they are unable to understand the truth of the Father and the Son. It is a terrible prison. Their minds are gripped even as they look onto me with glee and glazed eyes. What bad kiss had kissed them?